and welcome back to the Aspiring Home Cook. In today's video, we're going to look at using radish, spinach and dill in a way you've probably not seen before. We're making a beautiful radish stir-fried vegetable or Mooli Bhaji. So let's go straight ahead to the recipe, shall we? To make our vegetable stir-fried today, I'm using one large white radish. This is the variety that's available locally to me. Now, you usually find these radishes in other varieties that are closer in sizing to a carrot than this size, but irrespective of what you get, if you pick what's in season, you're bound to end up with something that's really tasty. It is so tender and unbelievably crunchy and has that sweetness that you would really never expect from a radish this big, especially when you're used to the smaller ones. So just pick something that's preferably locally available and in season. Now, for the greens for this particular vegetable, I'm going to use dill, or what we call suwa, also known as shepu bhaji. Dill is very dear here, so I'm just using a smaller bunch, and unfortunately this round that I'm growing in my backyard hasn't really picked up too well. So I'm just going to stick with one little bunch. If it is more economical where you are, I would recommend going in with a little more of this dill. It adds a beautiful flavor to the vegetable. Now with the second greens, I would usually use the radish greens itself, but the radishes we get are usually with the tops cut off. So I'm using a local variety of spinach. Now apart from that, I'm going to use 2 chilies. And I've got a little bit of coconut over here. That's about 1/4 cup's worth of grated coconut. In addition, you're going to need your pantry staples like oil and salt. I'm going to start by giving these vegetables a good wash and drain them out, and then we can start prepping. Now we're going to start off by peeling our radish. Now if you feel that you don't have sufficient radish for your dish, you could also add a little bit of chopped onion and start your cooking process with a little onion like you would for most other dry vegetable preparations. Now they say radish is really good for your health, so I always make it a point that when I'm prepping radish to cook, I always eat a few pieces raw. Now I know a lot of people are not fans of radish, but I personally adore this vegetable. You're going to cut these into little pieces. Just like so. And with the radish done, we're just going to prep our leafy greens. These dill leaves and stalks are so full of flavor. I just trim off a little bit off the end and then chop them up. And then you're just going to chop up your spinach or your radish leaves or whatever greens you're using. So we're going to start off by heating a pan. In goes a little oil. A tablespoon or so should be plenty. And the first thing I'm going to do is add these chilies in. I've just split them like this in half. This way it doesn't get too spicy but adds a nice flavor to the dish. And you're going to let these chilies fry off for a little while so that they infuse their flavor in that oil. And pretty soon you should be able to smell that chili coming through. At this point, if you're adding onion to the vegetable, you'd go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to pop in all of that radish that I've chopped up. We're going to stir that through well and let it fry off for a few minutes. Once you see a little color developing on the radish, you're ready to go in with your greens. So I'm going to go in with the dill. And once we've stirred that through, we're going to start adding our other greens. At this point, you can add in your spinach. Going to stir everything through well. It may look like an awful lot right now, but that spinach is going to wilt right down. At this point, I'm going to season it with a little salt. And at this point, I'm just going to add a little splash of water just to help everything steam through a little. And all you're left to do is turn the heat down to a simmer, pop a lid on, and let that cook off for a couple of minutes or until everything is cooked through just to your liking. Once your vegetable has cooked up for a couple of minutes, we're carefully going to open it up, give it a good stir. Most of that liquid in my pan has evaporated, and like you can see, that spinach has wilted right down. At this point, go ahead and check for seasoning, and we're lastly going to add our grated coconut. Again, with coconut, I always say that it's a matter of preference. If you like extra coconut, put in some more. If you like a little less, just cut down on the amount. So I'm just going to stir everything through, let that coconut heat through. I'll probably let this cook for about another minute or so before I take it off the heat. Again, remember, if your vegetable's not quite cooked through the way you like it at this point, add a little water and continue cooking. If it is tender and you still have water in the pan, just cook it on a slightly higher heat, uncovered, till that water evaporates. And just like that, our vegetable is cooked. I'm going to turn the heat off and we're ready to serve up. And there you have it, guys. This is my quick and easy yet really delicious radish vegetable or radish bhaji along with a little spinach and dill. This vegetable is absolutely delicious served up with some chapatis or along with a rice and dal or rice and curry. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with family and friends. And if you're new here and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and click that little bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm going to see you really soon with another delicious recipe. So till then, take care. Bye.